An identical intro to Pokemon Forever. There is literally no need for this by this point. 5 minutes of deleted scenes that would really have helped the film during its original theatrical release. Also, the scene was never dubbed into English by 4Kids. Probably a good thing, but there's only one fan dub made of this, and it was made by some YouTuber named Skullshoot... How do you pronounce this? I don't even... Annie and Oakley broke into a library at night. Why not just go during normal day hours? Nobody's going to arrest you for looking at a book. If you know what's in the book already, why steal it? And why go through the trouble of leaving a rose and a piece of paper with your lips on it? If you had this escape route all planned out, you had to have set up the zipline at some point. How long did that take you guys? Probably way longer than if you had just walked into the library during the day, checked out the book, and walked back out.
Alright, so tell me what the last chapter's about, Oakley.
It tells all about how to operate a machine, something called the defense mechanism of Altamar.
Okay, so they apparently put top secret plans in a public book. What is it with vehicles in the Pokemon world being able to fly?
Oh, I'm not really interested in that. I care much more about that beautiful jewel.
That's sexist. Pikachu Project.
It's time once again for the world-famous water Pokemon-only competition, the Tour de Altamar.
Tour de Altamar. Jesus style. We interrupt this Pokemon movie to bring you the tie clip from Cars. Note how far away the gang is from these two statues when Ross points them out. How can they distinguish the difference between them? Latios and Latios are two different Pokemon, I'm not arguing against that, but they are very similar and would probably look identical from this distance. This little contraption makes no sense. This alarm. This scene does not contain a lap dance. How do these glasses work? There is absolutely no way they can do this, is there?
That was a dirty trick!
I cannot argue with Ash here, but then he does the exact same thing to them. The CGI is much better than Pokemon Forever, but sometimes, just sometimes, it doesn't work.
It's her!
Hey, don't touch it!
It was an accident!
Yeah, right. The submission for Veronica Taylor's Oscar nomination was composed entirely of this clip. Let us pause to compare Latios' English voice with his Japanese voice. Ash knows this is Latios how? Remember, these two statues are basically identical. He doesn't know what Latios and Latias look like in real life, so he could just as easily have guessed Latios. What has Ash done to gain Lorenzo's trust? The last time Lorenzo saw Ash, he had his hands all over museum stuff. Of course, it could just be because Latios already trusts Ash, but this still defies common sense. This scene does not contain a lap dance. I'm sorry I tried to kill you earlier. Here's a lick to make everything better. This soundtrack was never released in English. It's available in Japanese, but come on, this song is freaking awesome!
I'm Bianca.
Bianca?
Hey, come on! That's my favorite hat!
Your favorite hat. The next movie you're in, you have a brand new one. Bianca hears that someone was after Latios, but she doesn't think to go and warn Latios about it. Not that Latios needs warning, since she was the one who escaped, but you'd think Bianca would keep a closer eye on Latios after this. But nope. Other of dirty tricks. Wow, this is really intense for a G-rated movie. Seriously, how did the MPAA let this slide?
The etching in this stone explains how the soul dew is used to power the DMA.
But didn't that book you needlessly stole from the library tell you? How the actual hay can the DMA bring Kabutops and Aerodactyl back to life? Is Ash just stealing the gondola? Notice, Ash is the only one awake in the whole city. You'd think with all this commotion, someone else would be out and about as well. And now he has stolen something else. Hard to see Kabutops as the bad guy here. That could have been his gondola that Ash stole, in which case he's completely justified. If Oakley wants Latios alive, why is she trying to drown her? We interrupt this Pokemon movie to bring you Mission Space. With this Thundershock, Ash has done more dirty tricks than anyone else in the movie. Roll credits! Wait. But in all seriousness, this is the best plot twist I saw in a movie until Frozen. And also, seems the other Latios is now really dead, not mostly dead like before. What the actual crap? How is this film rated G? This film is not getting a Best Original Screenplay nomination for this scene. They killed off the main character? If anyone from MPAA is watching this, explain yourselves and your G rating. Has nobody considered that Latios is now all on her own? Seriously, Ash, you could take her on your journey with you. Nobody would blame you. She may even thank you. Possible bestiality.
Wait a sec. Was that Bianca or Latias?
I don't know. But I am extremely jealous.
Possible promotion of bestiality.
Try and hit it.
Well, hello there. Are you lost? You don't look familiar.
Espion, use your swift attack.
Ariados, use your nightshade.
Espion, Psybe! Psychic attack, Espion.
Ariados, string shot.
Somewhere?
Hey, get up!
Too bad you didn't have control over yourself.